Hi, I'm Laura Miolla from Moxie Life Coach, and today I want to talk about the divorce process, and specifically the fact that people think of divorce in a totally unrealistic way. That is not true at all. And I'm not sure if this misconception comes from television or other people's divorces, but basically people have this idea that divorce is this huge legal battle where you're fighting it out in court and a judge is going to scold one of you and yell at the other one of you or decide something. That's not how it works, right? Divorce ultimately is the dissolution of a legal contract, your marriage contract. And we put our own emotional layers on top of this legal process because of this loss that we're feeling, of this relationship, of this dream of what marriage was supposed to be in our minds that wasn't. But fundamentally, it is a legal process. Even deeper than that, it is a financial negotiation. That's all it is. It's the equalization of assets and debt from the time you were married until the time you file a divorce petition, and your finances are now considered separate. It's a financial negotiation. So you need to know what you have, you need to know what you want, you need to know, fundamentally, what do I need to get from this negotiation that will fund the future I want? All right, so too many people ask the wrong question in this negotiation. They say, what can I get? Well, that leaves you nowhere. That leaves you powerless. You're waiting for someone to give you something. The question is, what do I want to get to fund the future I dream about? What would make me really happy? What would fund that future? What would put me living in that place with that kind of job, being super happy in my life? Now is the time, through this legal process, to negotiate for that future. You're not negotiating for the present because you're on shaky ground right now. You're negotiating for a stable, peaceful, happy future. So once you are in that mindset, you can now say, all right, let's put the numbers together. What is that going to cost? What do I need to have in the future? What's that all going to cost me? Reverse engineer it back to say, okay, looking at what I have, how is that possible? How can I make this move around and work for me in a way that gives me that, or gets me as close to that as possible? So remember that this is a process where you're negotiating for your future. Reverse engineer it, figure out what you need and what you want. And if you need help doing that, schedule a free consultation with me through moxielifedivorce.com or moxielifeleadership.com. And until next time, speak your truth even when your voice shakes.